guys will do the broadcast first for immediate use and then the writtens for 10:30 this evening. You want to start off, Jeremy?
Hi Ronald, is everybody fit for this one? Is Schneiderlin okay?
No. Morgan will be out till the end of the season because he has ligaments on left knee, and he will be out for 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, that means till the end of the season. And Dusan Tadic is not available for the weekend. He's struggling with some groin problems and a long time. And we decide now to put him out of the team because he has to recover. He has to be 100%. If not, we will struggling next season, and we don't want that.
Given all the headlines about Schneiderlin's future, some Saints fans might be wondering if he's played his last match for Southampton. Is that right, do you think?
I don't know. All about interest and all about bids. And we like to keep everybody, but we know sometimes it's difficult. But there isn't any serious bid for a player.
Does he want to stay here, do you think, beyond this season?
He is happy, but it's up to the player.
Is there any news too about Nathaniel Klein's contract? Can you secure him to this club?
No, we still speaking with Kleine and his agent. But of course we have to know it in 10 days now. And the club is doing and offer the maximum what we can do, and then we expect the answer of the player.
What's your feeling about his own ambitions and where he wants to be?
I spoke to Kleine. He is very happy. And of course he is, maybe there is some interest. I don't know, because nobody had really a bid for the player. But if I read the press, then maybe there's some interest. But all the players are in Southampton happy, and the team happy how the team is doing. And but okay, it's football. You never know.
I mean, Les Reed's been saying this week that Southampton won't do like last summer and sell the best players this summer. But what are you saying in response to that? Are you backing that up?
I agree, but okay. But it's football. It's all about interest, and we do everything to keep everybody in the team. But that's difficult.
It's Sunderland this weekend. Everybody will remember the 8-0 match in October. Looking back on that result now, was that one of your best performances of the season, or where did you rate that performance?
No, it was the best result. It wasn't the best game, in my opinion. We had unbelievable help of the players of Sunderland, because I think they scored 2-3 own goals. And it was so strange afternoon. Ending by 8-0, what isn't a normal result, but it was so strange. And I don't believe that was our best game of the season. No, we didn't play really well. We had, after the 2-3-0, of course, they went down, mentally down, and we had the total confidence, and we scored great goals. But the game of this Saturday will be totally different. It's a lot of pressure for Sunderland because they're fighting. I watching to the program what they have to play, and then they play the last 2 away against Arsenal and Chelsea, and they have 2 home games. That means they need 2 wins, and that's a lot of pressure for the club, a lot of pressure for the players, and we have to prepare for that.
And it's you and Dick Advocat. He's a man who's 15 years your senior. I think you played for him when he was the manager of Holland in 1994.
Yeah.
Was he a manager who's influenced your own style in any way?
No, it's a very experienced manager, and I think it's very difficult to change a lot in a short time. And that's difficult, but at least it's a man who has a lot of experience in difficult situations, and it's all about confidence, and that's sometimes difficult because you can talk to the players, you can give them the really good confidence, but between the lines the players has to play, but it's a good coach, it's an experienced coach, it's a nice person, and after Saturday, I wish him the best.
And can you see already his influence on the Sunderland team, and do you think he's going to keep them up?
It's difficult. They are really in a difficult situation. But always in the last part of the season, you have surprises in results. But at least Advocaat will give them the fighting spirit to fight till the last second to stay in the Premier League and nothing else.
Just a couple of final ones from me, Ronald. How much do you want to be in the Europa League when you see what Europa League fixtures have potentially done to the campaigns of Everton and Tottenham
Yeah, but
this year? How much do you want it?
I hope that will be the problem for the next season. I like to go in Europe because it's a good publicity for the players, a good publicity for the club, for the fans. And of course, we know that the Premier League will be more difficult because you play a lot, but that's the problem for next season. We try and do everything to reach European Cup football.
And just finally, Chelsea could be crowned champions this weekend. They played you twice and they couldn't beat you. Were they the best team that you played this season?
Yes, the best team, the strongest team mentally. I not agree that's about boring Chelsea because it's about winning titles, and they have an unbelievable spirit in the team. And all the credits to Jose, all the credits to the players. They have the distance about 10 points. I think the best what they have to do, the rest of the teams, is don't say anything. Because Chelsea was the best, is the best team in this season. And we need the reaction of the rest of the teams because the distance is too much.
Thank you.
Okay. Ronald, just on Nathaniel, what do you think is the real delay in why nothing's really happening with it? You've seen other players.
Ask him. I don't know. Ask his agent. I don't know.
If nothing happens in these 10 days, is it fair to say then that you will look to move him on? What happens if nothing happens?
You know, in football, if you go in your last season of contract, we don't like that. I think that's my answer.
Well, looking at Les Reed's comments about Champions League football, is that something you sort of share that sentiment in terms of 5 years' time? That's where perhaps this club could be.
It's always good to have a planning, but planning in football sometimes is difficult. But okay, we try to make steps. I think now Southampton last season, this season, is playing well, is doing well, is between the first 8 teams in the Premier League, and always you like to do it on a better way, and maybe regular European football, and the highest place in that is Champions League. But I think still it's a dream, and in a part of this season it was maybe possible, but it's very difficult to keep that level the whole season and fight against the big ones.
Before, I think the club sort of signalled the end of a 5-year period where they sort of consolidated in the Premier League after coming up from League One. Is it fair to say now that the next step is that making a target of that Champions League?
It's difficult. It's difficult. I think it's a lot of clubs, they like to play Champions League, and it's all about possibilities, all about money, and keeping the best players, and then it's more easy to reach a high position on the table.